Yesterday I was working on a scene that takes place before my hard of hearing submissive stops in his months-long refusal to admit to his dominant that his hearing is going away. I found a test yourself at lip reading thing online. I gave up after 3 failures. It was time for me to leave for after-school babysitting anyway. Before I left, I posted on Facebook, I suck at lip reading. I feel bad for my hard of hearing character. I haven't looked yet at any pages of tips to learn lip reading, and I saw plenty of them, because all my sympathy now is focused on the ridiculous audism of hearing people expecting the deaf and hard of hearing to make things easy for us. Before I go any further, let me tell you a little bit about the scene I was working on and the BDSM shaping it. The queen is the master at the head of this leather family. He has a hierarchy to his slaves or submissives. He uses both terms. Present are Simon, Kea, Ailin, and Vala. Simon, first class, and Kea, third class, are switches to whom Ailin and Vala must give respect, for they are fourth class. Vala is having a training session about the use of titles in BDSM. Now, one piece of why I'm engaged in this rewrite is how much I've learned about a variety of subjects. Learning mentioned, I've learned about audism, the idea that hearing is better than deafness, that hearing people are better than deaf people. So please bear with me, but audism, as I've learned I have it in me, reminds me of a phrase from the Unitarian Universalist educator Aisha Hauser about white supremacy, the water in which we swim. I decided that deafness, hearing loss, and deaf gain were things that I wanted to explore in my writing. If we place Aisha's statement in the context of audism, as a hearing person who knew no deaf people, I had no reason to think I should include characters who have less than normal hearing from my perspective. So I was rewriting the scene to take Ailin from the average hearing character to a hard of hearing character who is trying to hide his hearing loss. What is my name? See, I just lowered Audrey Dolly so you could see my lips. Could you understand what I said? I won't play the stupid game of messing with my captions to make a point. That doesn't make for accessibility, but makes you an ass in my opinion. If you're hearing and have average writing processing capabilities, why do you even have captions on? So without any context to help you, try one more thing I'm going to say. Blah blah pincushion. Could you tell what I said? Yes, we have Audrey Dolly back because I'm not going to ask you to try to read my lips anymore. So, we're later than when I started this script, and I've looked at one learn to lip read thing. The course description said it would take at least 1 to 2 years. I can't begin to imagine reading lips if I was turned on, stressed, wanting to please my dominant, all of which describe Ailin in the scene I was rewriting. I am both excited and nervous to think of how I will need to change future scenes that involve this character. I've been learning about hearing aids, and I'm sure this will affect. I'm glad that a fellow author shared an article about dating as a hearing aid wearer, but I can only imagine how BDSM activities would be affected by wearing them. I actually wrote a scene between Kaya and Ailin, supposing BDSM activity between them after he gets his hearing aids. I will include that not safe for work link in the comments. Ugh, I should be adult now, right? Sorry, not lowering Audrey Dolly. please consider clicking the subscribe button. I'll share all my links like my website, my Patreon, my social media in the comments. Are you deaf or hard of hearing? Have a loved one, a dear friend who is? Please share your thoughts and stories about lip reading. I'm still learning, hoping to make even erotic romance be a media where deaf and hard of hearing people can find themselves in the pages.